Molweni Ndingubongani, and thank you so much for coming to Alternatives to Small. So if you are new here, please check out my other videos, and if you enjoy my content, please subscribe to the channel, like the videos, share the videos, engage with me in the comment section, and just join a part of our community. I had promised book review each month for the rest of the year, and it's April now, and I've only managed to review one book, and I don't like that. I don't like ungabina nyani, so I really am trying to redeem myself with this video. And okay, disclaimer first and foremost that I am using my front-facing camera. It's not always easy when I'm using the back camera, even though the quality with back camera is better. And when I do have someone to check, like Anjongbandi frame, I'm not always like able to I just get a bit shy. I will show you guys. I'll put a snippet of a video when I was trying to do this review, and I think that was like a week or two back, and my friend was here and she was filming me, and I was just so shy and I was giggling, and okay, I was like,
editing skills are a bit gooey. So anyway, here's the clip.
Friend, I'm not kind of close. I'm kind of close. Bye.
Wow.
But I couldn't say half of the things that I wanted to say. So yeah. Anyway, this is the book that I am reviewing today. It is called A Family Affair by Sue Nyathi. And also, can you notice, like, do you see the combos communicating? Like, I tried to do something a little different and match with my book. The book is about a very close-knit family, the Mafu family, and the book is based in Bulawayo. Okay, yeah, Bulawayo, I'm sure that's how it's pronounced. Sorry guys, it's in Zimbabwe. So there is the father of the family, Pastor Abraham, ungumfundisi wase Kingdom of God, unecawe yakhe, umuntu respectable kwi-community, boneza vibes. And then umfazi wakhe, you know, your supportive pastor's wife, and throughout the book, we a supportive wife, man. We don't get to see what she thinks, what she wants to do. There are 3 daughters, Uxoliswa, Uyandisa, no Zandile. Hey bethuna. Obviously there's a lot of a very strong theme here, religion, you know, and he has, you know, very high standards that he's set for abantwana bakhe, even, and what he expects, and how imafus should basically carry themselves because they're this example to a community. And then pastor has these 3 very different, very strong daughters who don't play into, I guess, the image, the perfect picture perfect image ayifunayo yena umfundisi. Uxoliswa is the firstborn, and like the typical firstborn in the sense that she's very responsible, academically inclined, career yakhe iyapopa, bone sasa girls, like, yeah. We were reviewing this book for our ladies book club thing, and a lot of my friends really enjoyed or were rooting mostly for Uxoli in the story. And then there's Uyandisa, the middle child, kind of feels unseen, and she's kind of like the black sheep of the family. And then Kuko Uzandile, my personal fave, the youngest daughter, and the story starts off at a wedding. And it's Zandile's wedding. Zandile is the youngest. She's in her 20s, and she's marrying this 30-something-year-old man who, you know, is well established with career yake. He has money. He takes care of her. Kabaputi man, you know. And what I enjoy about the wedding scene and that whole chapter is how it gives us sort of an insight is yes, Bonnie, someone what actually happened. Like, as a girl, you dream about your wedding day, and Zandile was no different. She, you know, had a clear idea of what she wanted. She wanted something very elegant, very classy, very small, don't. But because of family politics and being the daughter of a pastor who knows people, and also outside of, you know, the wedding, that we normally see because show or our perfect wedding or whatever, man, where it's about the dress and the decor and the food and the cake and like the different dynamics with family where everyone's equal but some are more equal, like ababanikwa isikhundla to talk, ababasevishwa ukutya kuqala bahlala kwitafile eziclose ubone emtshatweni kwenzeka ntoni, then abaya like genge ipha eback, they don't even have tables kuhleli kwezazitulo zeplastic, you know, that kind of thing. And also xa kuyalwa umakoti, and they are telling umakoti all these things that really aren't far-fetched from the things that we actually hear and have internalized and have been taught about how to treat a man or how to be a good woman. Like indoda uyayithi, indoda you open your legs for a man even when you don't want to because uskayofumana somewhere else. And if indoda cheats, you don't ayalwa uzandile, and it was so cringe but it was so true. Like those are the messages we hear. And umyeni wakhe khange ayalwe yena, axelelwe ba this is how we expect you to treat our daughter and dondoni. And also what I found interesting is that there were never any conversations around like what happens when you aren't happy in this marriage, when this man isn't treating you right. Uthini mntana, I'm like there isn't that option of, I guess, leaving. It's like uyabekezela, and that sucks. And Usisi Ntombi is a character that like a lot of people who've read the book, like nobody can stand Usisi Ntombi, and I get it, I hate it too. Like I was cringing like initially, like when I was reading the first few chapters and being introduced to Usisi Ntombi. But I think Usisi Ntombi could be like my aunt, my, you know, my someone super close to me and who's not this villain, but a product of like a patriarchal society, and they've internalized this and they've lived it and they think it's normal. So when they advise you as like for them it's not necessarily coming from, I guess, a malicious place. They're not aware that ezinto baxela zona like ziyakucinezela or whatever, they think they are being the glue and they think they are helping push you forward, you know. So yeah, I found that interesting as well. Anyway, so Undaba is umyeni kaZandile. Undaba is the perfect guy. Like he is the only good guy in the book, and I think nyani le ncwadi, if it did one thing, it as much as it's fiction, it felt like such an accurate representation of ubomi siphila kubo, because anqabile amadoda right kwakule ncwadi. I promise you guys, anqabile. And even Nondaba, there was certain chapters where I was like, hayibo Ndaba, I was rooting for you. Kwenzeka ntoni ngok my guy. Like the amadoda anqabile are right. And you just, I guess, if utando in the book is what a character wants, then some of them just end up settling. And case in point, nguyandisa, but story sayandisa say traumatized. I want to get into uxoliswa. So I was saying that uZandile is my favorite character because she's the only character that didn't have to endure hardship or aphatheke kakubi or kubekho all these crazy expectations of her. She was the last born. She was doing whatever the hell she wanted to do, really, and she met the perfect guy for her, and ubomi bakhe bebu soft, very soft life, and I enjoyed that. I loved that for her. The minute she gave birth, you know, there were people to assist her. Kumnandi man, kumnandi, yonke into is taken care of. And even as her story progresses, kubekho izgirigiri, she chooses herself. Like she, love uZandile. Uxoliswa was working overseas, you know, for a firm, at the Jola no Tulani, whom I can't stand, like Jola no Tulani minyaka. But anyway, kumnandi ntonto wenza imali, uyavisitor kokwabo when she can, every now and then and whatever. And she was really, really happy. And I'm funa ugivisha away too much information, but uThulani wamshiya uXoli, and it came as a surprise to me as the reader. Like I didn't see that coming. It upset me so much. And so that was very, I think that's one of the things that made the book exciting. I couldn't predict what's going to happen next. I couldn't, okay, next, definitely goes out Tintin. So when he played her and and you see this beautiful, like, vivacious, career smart and career driven woman sort of lose that and lose her light and lose her joy and everything over in the uThulani, guys, he waited until I think it was 6 or 10 years kwi-relationship yabo esithi ba-ana actually yena akafuna utshata akafuni bantwana ntontoni, and for those reasons he wants to end things off. And it's like, you mean to tell me you only knew 5 years down the line that you don't want that? And I don't know, like, amadoda kule ncwadi ayandikowisa. And then there's Uyandisa. She makes the bad choices. She dealt with some, well, she didn't deal with childhood trauma. Something very traumatic happened in her life when she was a child, and she never spoke about it. Affect her, and then it kind of became a downward spiral from there. She did try to redeem herself and, you know, pick up pieces of back at some stage, but still, man, I feel like she didn't live up to her potential, which she had. Like, she had potential to be a businesswoman, which she was, but it was small scale, you know, was vuleli salon yakhe watini. And yes, man, she mix her up with the wrong crowd, the wrong friends, dated the wrong guy, and even the ending, and Uyandisa. So yeah, there's themes of marriage in the book, and I think what it left me sort of question marks in my head is that okokuqala, can two people date without the expectation of umchado or something, or building? Can you know, because sometimes, like, we see as characters as lapa is, it's that expectation and as our hopes that kind of leave you with a broken heart at the end of the day. And what are the alternatives to marriage? And some of the alternatives, case in point, Lena Kayandisa, where she was cohabitating with Wesley for the longest time, that wasn't appealing either, because amadoda no, like Uyandisa was laboring. She was laboring for Wesley. And I remember when Uyandisa had to move out of home because wamita at an early age and zangagqiba isikolo kwathini. So as I've explained in the beginning, utata wabo ngumfundisi, so into ezithile bezihlaza ifamily and black sheep and whatever engekho understood, wayohlalisana nale ndoda. And then le ndoda uWesley ebeliqeleko, guys. Wesley like belixeleko, but kuba uYandisa behlala naye and uYandisa exhomekeke kuye, uWesley then expected uYandisa to sort of be his maid. Like, there's a scene where he comes back from work, there's no food in the fridge, kukho ibisi elimuncu elinukisayo efrijini, akondlulwanga kumdaka, and he throws a fit. And ambethe even, and then ayoventa kwiitshomi zakhe athini, and I'm just like, excuse me, Wesley ubulixelegu kwa wena, like, but now that Yandisa is in your life, you expect to have a personal maid. No, make it make sense. No. And eventually she then had to be like his maid in a way, and I didn't like that. But ebengena choice, umkile kokwabo, relationship with abazali bakhe iyagowa kathini, so uyanyamezela, basically unyamezela le shit yendoda. And by the time she could look at Wesley and see him for the pathetic man that he is, it was kind of too late. You know what I mean? The themes of silence and shame, those moved me, those zezandithi khunqa enhliziyweni, because Isn't that how it is in our lives, where there's just so much that we don't talk about, that we don't feel like we can talk about because we will be judged. It's a fact. This is all judge. And a lot of the women here are sometimes in situations and stay in situations that I think they could have, escaped or avoided even and whatever. But because as our channels of communications between sisters, between family, between congregants and konzweni, azikho open. They say, and gender dynamics in the hey, lo tata unabantwana outside of wedlock, surprise, surprise. Unabantwana outside of umchato and ngonyana bakhe babini, and abanyana he lets them do whatever they inherit. They run the family business to the damn ground. Well, one of the sons, and he couldn't trust his daughter, who proved herself because we bephuhlise umgangatho we-family business ukubona zazinto to say like as family onyana are put on this pedestal. And okay guys, xa ndisithi soze uzisole ngoyithenga le ncwadi, I got it at exclusive books. No, I didn't. I got it at Bargain Books for 200 Rand. I get most of my books from Bargain Books. I know the book is also available. Go take a lot. Soze uzisole guys, it looks like a thick read, but like the font is biggish, and the first few pages I wasn't hooked zisuka, but I think by the 4th chapter I couldn't put the book down. I really enjoyed the book, and I love that it's a Black woman from my continent who is the writer, and so the book and the stories feel so real and honest. And oh yeah, that is A Family Affair by Sue Nyathi. I am still learning how to do reviews. Guys, I don't know. Like, I'm talking about books like the way I would like tell a friend. So so that is it. You see, now I'm looking like camera again. That is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I really do hope that you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, subscribe. I will see you on my next video. I love you so much. Thank you.